check. Okay, so here we are. This was actually a stream that I had not planned. Basically, I am literally taking advantage of the free fly event going on Star Citizen. So even if you haven't purchased the package, you are more than welcome to sign up and create an account, and you'll be able to fly all of the ships in the game on different days. Now, if you are starting now, you've missed a lot of the ships, but that's okay because for the next few hours, the origin ships are going to be up, and these are the ships that I was looking forward to flying the most because they're the luxury liners. Um, and basically, this ship that I'm in right now is the ship that I wanted to experience the most in this entire game. This is actually, when I saw this ship, this was the one that basically got me into Star Citizen. All right. Um, the morphologist review of it just really blew me away. So, right now, I am inside the 890J or the 890 jump. This is the game's first space yacht. It is one of the largest ships in the game, um, comparable to the Aegis Reclaimer, and it's built for pure luxury. It has plenty of offensive capabilities and things like that. Um, but we really haven't done much in the way of, you know, uh, I'm trying not to like die on the architecture of the ship. I'm actually running around because I don't want. I actually don't want, to like miss out on the design of the ship. Like I'm obsessed with the design of it inside and out. So all of this, everything that you see is explorable. So currently, I'm on the inside of the ship, and I'm not inside of the ship. I'm on the outside looking inside the inside of the ship. Okay. um, and everything that you see here, I can literally traverse inside the ship. Literally, my favorite thing about this game are the ships. You know, Elite Dangerous is a fine game, but you don't ever have the ability to like leave the ship. You know, you have to basically um, just fly everywhere. Same thing with EVE Online. Star Citizen just took it to the next level though, because every ship that you fly has its own interior, its own environment, its own personality, and this one is just one of pure elegance and opulence. This is the ship. Okay, this is a space yacht. This is for the most successful and powerful people in the galaxy. Now, I still can't tell you how much this ship costs retail. I actually tried looking it up at a shipyard, and I couldn't even find it on sale. So, right now, I just entered the ship. The power is currently off, so we're basically doing a dark walk of the ship. But as you can see, look at this marble, right? The gold that's in it. It's absolutely bonkers. Um, and we're not even seeing it in all of its glory because this is the low power lighting. So we've come in from the entrance, and let's see, we've got two routes to engineering, and then what looks like a shower room. So look at just how cool and sleek this looks, right? Like, look at that. And so this is an escape raft, and you could basically just sit in here. More luxurious than the escape boats on Pillar of Autumn, but you never want to be in a situation where you actually have to use that. So we've got ourselves an elevator here, and this will probably take us to the engineering deck. And yeah, so let's go explore the back channels here. So there's escape raft, crew deck, and engineering. Actually, let's not do that. We're going to find the lights on this ship first. So we're gonna do that. I'm gonna open up the door, escape raft. All right. And I imagine that this is identical. All right. So that's looking good. Oh, look at that. So this here is a place for just lounging and luxury and showers. Foyer, bar, lounge, spa, pool, and hangar. That is amazing. Just so sleek and stylish. I love it. So this is the spawn pool. Let's go to the foyer. Huh, okay. That is new. So ambient temperature. Looks like a hot tray. So coming in through here, this is where you would have your guests, and your entertainment, and just more shots at the 890. Well, not the 890, just the Origin series in general. That looks pretty awesome. And there's the fancy bar. So I took a side elevator. And then here, just more more luxurious foods. And then of course the actual dinner table. And so all the chairs here are spaced equally from each other. Alright, so let's not go back that way. Okay, fancy bathrooms. It has an eerie quality to it, you know, because everything is so dark. I'm just so glad this isn't like Alien Isolation or something. Oh wow. Is this like a master bed or something? Looks like it. Alright. And then we're back here. Okay. So this is level 2. And then just some more places to hang out, more chairs. And this is the bridge. Co-pilot seat, pilot seat. All right. Ah, so the buttons are on the seats itself. Very nice. So we're gonna go ahead, boot up power.
Origin jump works at your service. Core system operational.
That is a sexy computer voice. And the UI looks really, really sharp and neat. Looks really good.
Refreshing shields. Shields at full strength.
You are clear to launch.
Great sightlines too. I've flown other big ships. You can't really see much of it, you know, what's above you very easily. Yeah, and this is all just holographic. Engine on.
Active.
Just look how massive this thing is. Just incredible. It literally is a space yacht. Alright, here you go. Doors are fully open.
Launch.
So it's gonna take a little minute for us to get out of Atmo in this ship because it is so massive.
Thank you, and please visit again.
Landing gear raised.
Alright. Let's flex on the city below. So this is our baby. It's in the air now. It looks absolutely astounding. Just the design of it. It's breathtaking. Ooh, I like the sound of those engines. It's just like a luxurious battleship descending upon the city. I'll go ahead and put that cruise control in. Alright. I'm gonna try to get up above the city here. Best part is I could literally just get around in the ship. Oh wow. So you can see the inside of the ship just from the hull like that. So I actually could get out of this ship and walk around on the bow, but I'm not exactly perfectly level, so I don't want to risk it. Because the amount of time it would take for me to respawn this ship would be ridiculous. And the amount of money it would be to expedite it is ridiculous. So first, let's just say that Area 18 looks amazing. The last Star Citizen stream I did, we were not on Area 18. Um, well, actually, no, I think we were. It's just I didn't really get a chance to like explore the city. But since then, I've gotten a lot more comfortable with Area 18. A lot more comfortable with it. So there's some other players down there, and then we'll go ahead and set course for those towers over there. So we're literally just cruising now. Just taking advantage of this architecture here. The best thing about this space yacht is that it's big enough to fit smaller ships in it. You know, so I've got a Aurora that can easily fit in this ship because it's tiny, very tiny. So like you see the two doors that's like at the nose, like right here. Yeah, it could fit in there easily. And then there's the elevator bay door, other thrusters. And so this is city from around outside. Alright, so before we do this tour, do it right, we need to get in space. So really the only place I feel comfortable trying to do this review. I mean, I could do it in high atmo, but I don't want to hit a player or have a player hit me. I just want to go high enough in the sky where no one's really going to see me. Now I will say the space yacht's pretty fast because I've flown a reclaimer and it is not this fast. Like we're moving. Now once I get out of the pilot seat, I'm gonna lose afterburners. But I'm actually curious just how much juice this thing could put out with afterburners. So
Alert. Engines overheating.
alright, So that wasn't surprising. Not very much. Most ships cannot sustain afterburners for long periods of time. I'm also running stock. And down there is the expo. That little ring that you see on the right side of the screen, that's the expo. And that's the spaceport behind us. So we're leaving area 18 now. And you can actually hold this trajectory. Yeah. Because the time it's going to take for me to actually get out of orbit, I will probably have explored this whole ship. So we're going to leave it in cruise control. Because at this point, I don't see it really being an issue. Alright. Perfection. Alright. So now the lights are on. And as uncomfortable as I am with the idea of this ship just going by itself, only because of how expensive it is. Like, I would have no problem doing this with any of my other ships. But this one is so expensive and just so large, you know, so time consuming to spawn. I'm assuming just because of the sheer resources that goes into it. So, as you can see here, you know, you got the wood green paneling, and then if I climb up here on the bow, we're greeted with a beautiful glimpse of space. Well, not even space, we're still in planet atmosphere, still in atmo, but we've slowed down. So, there's my waifu avatar, and oh, let's go. Let's see here. Alright, so now we've stepped back into pretty much the main atrium. It's not going to look too different from this, only because we are, you know, below the night sky. But we're going to lose some of that atmospheric distortion. So you look out here at the window, you could literally be sitting, you know, in one of these chairs, just kicking it, talking to your mates, and just gazing at space. And then of course we have these chairs and all of that good stuff here. And just the marbling and just these little details right here. Just look at how high definition just that bush is, you know. And then just a random art piece. And then this is the master suite. So we're heading into the master suite now. Which, let's see just how masterful the master suite is. Okay, so we got artwork. We've got just what looks like, I actually can't tell you what material this is, but it looks fancy. Oh man. And that reminds me of Calcutta Gold right there. That looks amazing. Oh, I didn't even notice that was a door. And this must be, this is the rear of the ship. Because there's the thrusters back there, so the master suite is directly in the back of the ship. So we go in here, and we are immediately greeted with, yep, and we're very slowly leaving Area 18 behind. So that area there is where we came from, and we're just moving. That's a replica of the 890 jump, fancy wall. So here looks like it's supposed to be like, you know, like a big dick area, you know what I mean? Like you're sitting here with some powerful people and you're trying to make deals. Because if you're on a ship this expensive, you've pretty much made it. Now the hard part is of course staying there. And so you can pretty much invite your guests, your business partners onto the ship, go for a vacation together, and strike a deal, which I think would be quite the go. So here is the master bedroom. It definitely does a good job of creating a sense of space. Just like how this ceiling here kind of moves in at an angle. And then of course you have these steps here, which are integrated seamlessly into the actual environment itself. So the slope of the stairs just flows along the entire room. And that looks really cool because down here it flows into the entire room. So it's almost as if this entire room is, oh my god, okay. I'm just finding these doors that I that I don't think are doors. Um, wow, this bathroom's amazing. Look at the color. You know, just the heterochromatic colors there. Yeah, I mean, look at that. That's a good ass shower. I know that's a good ass shower. That's a good ass tub. Just everything is brushed and clean, and there's our temperature readout, 22.5 degrees Celsius. That's the ambient temperature of just this environment that we're standing in, right? So I'd probably say around like 70 something degrees or whatever. Um, no reflections in the mirrors yet, but my GPU's already juicing. And there's a curved flat screen TV. So TV still exists in year 2849. Leave me alone, calendar. Yeah, tracking sales, so I don't miss out. But I spent so much money on games, man. It's like I'm good. I'm good. So sit on the bed. And we hit Y and stand up. All right. I could probably remove the hat. All right. So more books. More displays of flexing, and we are still moving away from Area 18 as snail space. I'm not in a rush. If you want to get to somewhere in a hurry, you have to stay in the pilot seat. And it's really just for safety reasons, honestly. So, here it looks like we've got our very own kitchen, bathroom, food, drinks. Honestly, if there was an apartment that was this nice, like just this section of the ship, just cut it off and put it in a condo or something. Like just imagine. Because this could be your living room area. I mean, this is an office, but let's just, just take that out and put like a TV over in this area or something like that. And then, of course, the master bedroom. And it's very spacious. And this is just on a freaking yacht. Like, if an apartment like that existed, apartment like this existed, like here where I live in Florida, psh, dude, stupid money. And when you take into consideration just the materials that went into building this thing, no contest. I mean, look at the lighting. Just how that soft gold just coats everything. It really, really just speaks to just what this ship represents. And then you step out of the master suite and you've got this blue light that goes around the perimeter. One thing that I like about excuse me, um, Origin and by proxy CIG did with the ship is that this is just a sense of continuity, right? Just everything in this ship just warps and flows into something else. Like it doesn't even matter what it is. Just every element. Everything flows or slopes into something else. So we're definitely going to explore the rest of the ship. Um, oh, what does this do? What is that? Looks like just lockers, avionics. Oh, okay, avionics. This looks like really things that you can hold. Maybe suits or things like that of that nature. All right, so looking here at the bow, we can't really see. Oh no, what are you doing? All right, you get in cockpit so I can see just what's going on.
Hydrogen fuel, 75%.
Oh man, we've burned almost all of our fuel just trying to just skirt. So we know this thing's not fuel efficient. We know that. We know that much. It's at 75% already. Um, but our trajectory is pretty fucking lousy. So let me raise it up a little bit, and then now we're gonna change our altitude bearing, and then that way, because it's really not impacting our speed much, but we want to get to orbit as soon as possible so we can save on fuel. Because Area 18 is way the fuck back there. But at least up here in the darkness, the 890 jump actually stands out and all of the different elements do as well. Now at this angle, I definitely cannot cannot leave the ship because it's extremely dangerous. Um, but we're about to hit our maximum speed, and
Alert.
we're
Engines overheating.
66%. So 30,000 feet, or not feet, or like 30,000 meters. So 30 kilometers up. And as you can see, we're already starting to see the slope of the Earth. And we've got a pretty good escape velocity going. So T-vel is looking really good. Alright, so now we can decouple. Alright, so that's going to save fuel. And we're just going to just ride this thing out until we get into orbit. Now, once we've escaped the planet's atmosphere, then you'll see what I mean. We can just kind of chill, and then we can focus on the rest of the review. But I still have to do my due diligence as a pilot, um, because we just cut main power to the engines. I mean, we're still using fuel, but as you can see, we've got enough momentum to just kind of go. The only problem with decoupling is that you're pretty much subject to gravitational forces and everything else. So it's amazing just how much how much fuel we burn in atmosphere. So let me see if I can pull up, so I don't need to hell anything. Let's see. Target status shields, self status power, heat, weapons. We've done it. We are now in orbit. We've left atmosphere. All right. Pull back. Pull back. All right. So we still want to angle away from the planet. We still want to angle away from the planet. Even though it doesn't really matter because I decoupled my engines. So let me show you what I'm really doing. I'm still flying at my previous trajectory away from the planet. But now I can actually kind of see where I'm going. Now, because what I wanted to do was just kind of capture the planet so I can actually see it on the horizon as I'm walking through the ship. That's the only reason I even positioned myself like this. Problem is, the ship is kind of straightening itself out based on my old trajectory. So the only way that I can fix it is to bring the speed way down. And then our fuel will also thank us. And then I'm not going to decouple anymore. And then we'll just wait for the yacht to correct itself. Because here, we're going to want a little juice. Because as you can see how I'm like moving towards the sun. Which, you know, maybe not, this maybe not a bad thing. Let's do that. We'll just fly towards the sun. In the event that this thing starts dropping into Atmo, I will not really have time to react to it unless I catch it the moment it does it. So, alright. So if we hold this angle, and then we just go ahead and crank this boy way down, because we're at 58%. So we're almost at half tank, alright. Cool. Alright, 1. So we're barely using any power. And as you can see, just the natural lighting of the sun just coming into the view of the ship. So that's us right now, and we are literally flying towards the sun, flying towards daytime, because it's nighttime on Area 18. Alright, so hold this. You want to get it just right, and then we leave. You leave the seat, because artificial gravity. Exit, yes, exit. Alright. I can also spacewalk if I want to. But I'm going to keep the engine on. I'm going to keep it running because I can turn the engine off. But last time I did that, I got pulled in some kind of gravity well. It was madness, and my ship just started gyrating out of control, and I died. My pilot died. So yeah. Anyway, I'm just like checking through my notifications on my phone. Alright. Nothing super critical. Alright, so let's get back to it. Let's get back on the adventure of the 890 jump. And it's amazing. I've been streaming for almost an hour, and I have not even seen like half of the ship yet. So we've done the master bedroom, and there's the planet. See, that's what I wanted. Just look at that view. Look at that view. Alright, so master suite this way, master suite that way. So we follow this, we go down to the master suite. And there's like a buggy door because it keeps trying to like open itself up. Oh, alright. It's a bug. Don't worry. The game's not perfect, guys. The game's not perfect. There's certain areas of the ship that you have to be careful. Not just of the 890, but of any ship. There'll just be random bits where your character just starts choking. And I've actually died in an hangar before because of this. But the ship knows, or the game knows, that I'm in a ship. So, but yeah, I just like how climbable everything is. Ow. Okay, that hurt. All right. And so we can confirm that the thrusters are still working and shit. All right. Now, what I would love, and CIG, if you are watching, which I seriously doubt, but if you are, what I would love is like just a ship-wide altitude alert, or just a little chime, just something to let me know, hey, you're falling into Atmo. Because I would really love to hypermile. I would really love to hypermile my ships. Um, but I don't feel comfortable doing that if I'm just the only one, you know. So as you can see, we're at 57% fuel. So like we've barely moved off the mark. In fact, the ship was doing more before we did anything. Yeah, before we even got in the seat. So
Engines inactive.
I'm just gonna kill the engines. And with the engines off, momentum is still at one meter a second or whatever the unit of measurement is. But you can't tell me that isn't a gorgeous picture of just the sun. This area 18 should be over there. So we're a hop and a skip away. We can literally just warp there. But by the time we finish this tour, it'll be daytime. The beautiful thing about Star Citizen, you can literally see day-night cycles in real time from space. Um, as long as we just stay in orbit around Area 18. So if anything, Area 18 is going to get closer to us as long as we're not following the orbit of the planet. Alright. I almost said Earth, but I know that would be false because this planet is called ArcCorp. Literally, one day we're going to have a planet called Amazon because Amazon is just going to get that big. And honestly, it wouldn't be such a bad thing. But this is basically the Jeff Bezos yacht right here. Alright, so I'm going to go back into the master bedroom. We don't see the sun. We don't see the sun from the front of the ship, so it kind of doesn't matter. But I'm just going to do a quick walk to see if there's anything that's really changed objectively about it, and no. Just, we know we're in deep space now. Alright, cool. So, there we are. I'm actually curious to see just what this space will look like in natural lighting. So, I'm actually going to kill the power to the ship. Just for a brief bit. And hopefully in that bit, it doesn't literally fuck this trajectory up. But it shouldn't matter because the engines are off. So, power off.
Weapons deactivated.
Now, of course, if I'm attacked by a random player, my hull will take direct damage and shit will get nasty real quick. So, you get some lighting, but that's just how the natural lighting works. You know, it doesn't look really all that much brighter than before. So, but yeah, we are definitely getting closer to the sun, which is what I wanted. And then there's the natural lighting there onto the bridge. Alright. So, let's go ahead, get the lights back on, and continue our tour.
Origin jump parts at your service. Core system operational.
Alright, then we should get our shields back. Alright, so we literally probably spent 30 minutes on just one level. Alright, so down here, Suite 3, Suite 4, Bar, and Lounge. So now, let's look at the suites. So we start with the most elegant, and we're just gonna work our way down. Even though the word like least elegant is probably the engineering room, and I'm pretty sure that it'll find a way to just impress. So this is one of the two suites. Honestly, compared to the master bedroom, this actually looks better to me. I actually like this space better. It's more homey. It just feels more relaxed. The master bedroom just kind of felt more like, you know, I need to prove to everyone just how much of a big shot I am. Where this place is like, this room basically says, I'm successful and I just want to, do me right now. And I don't really give a shit what anyone else thinks. And that's the difference between the two. That's what I get. And yeah, you can completely disagree with me because my opinion is my opinion and it's subjective. So, let's check this out. That's why I love HD games right here. Lily Mont Professional Hair Care Shampoo. Okay, now let's read this shit right here. All right. Lorem ipsum dolor sit amet. Okay, so basically this is placeholder text. Will Star Citizen, will CIG ever, actually name ingredients on shampoo bottles? That would be interesting if they did. So we got Vita Ready soap. So it's nice to see that the Italians are still flexing, even almost 1,000 years into the future. Um, Big issue though is that the Master Suite 1 does not look as good as this room here. Okay, just look at this room and then go back to the Master Suite. This room looks better, just be honest. Like, it's got this whole thing in the middle, and it's got this nice little art gallery here in the wall, and the bed's not as large, but hey, and you got a computer monitor built into a wall here, whereas in the master bedroom you just had a big, curved flat screen TV. But that's not the worst part. The worst part is this. Look at this bathroom. It is identical. It is identical to the master suite's bathroom. So, and this one actually has towel and slippers. I didn't see that in the master suite. So, yeah, unless you're that kind of host and you give your guests better lodging than you have. And then we've got our space cigars, because nothing says you got like big dick um, energy than like smoking miniature phallic things. All right, and so this is the other suite. It should be identical because again we're looking at suites 3 and 4. So this one is identical. Again, same thing, not as large as the master bedroom. And that's the point. That's entirely the point. Alright, so we've got bathrooms here. So this is for the general guests. So if you don't have enough importance or swag to actually have a suite, doesn't really matter because the bathroom here is amazing. And then you can go ahead, use those, and then you can just walk out onto the bar. So now the bar is fully illuminated, all the lights are on. We're not in the whole eerie, alien isolation phase. Whoa, look at that sun. That's nice though. That's really cool. I like it. Blinding, but it's legit. All right. So cool. We're doing well for ourselves. And we haven't fallen in the Atmo yet, so we're good. If anything, we can probably just sit out here. All right. And now this is the dining area. So, as you can see, intimate lodging. You've got your catering table right here. So the cooks, the chefs, I actually said cooks. There would only be chefs on this ship, and they would come and they would bring out their drinks and their shit, and then yeah, just like that, just like that. And nice, got a little ambient temperature read at a cool 22.5 degrees Celsius, so nice and comfy. And then of course our table, which looks very different, illuminated in the dark. And again, the gold shavings that are sitting there. So, I'm gonna go ahead, set up the table. So this is how it looks to sit at the table. The only thing this table is actually missing is a holographic display. Oh wow, look at the redness around her ears. That's incredible. Such attention to detail because if you hold up a body part to a light source, you can see just the redness and the ligaments, and the blood vessels and all that good stuff. So animations are a bit rough, but hey, this game is still like pre-alpha, so. All right. So this is the top floor. This is the top level here. And then, of course, that's going to take us back to where we came from. All right. So I can kind of see, like just the two-tiered system. Just here. So you've got your guests, and then my character is probably wincing from having broken her legs earlier. Um, and almost dying on the ship of oxygen deprivation. But yeah, so basically, if you want to eat, you go back there. If you want to just drink and have a good time, then you go here to the bar. And again, just the styling just carries through beautifully. Absolutely beautifully. Just every little surface. CIG really outdone themselves with this. Alright, and it's just more chairs. So I feel like this is going to be a place where people spend a lot of time, for sure. So let's go back. Okay, let's go back. Because, of course, you're going to spend a lot of time here. And now we're going back to the first floor. So we have suite 1 and suite 2. So we have a total of 5 suites. And I love how the floor tells you where you need to go. This is literally futuristic fashion right here. Because you can go ahead and you can put the, all of the relevant information into the floor itself. Instead of signs being, put up on walls or surfaces or hung from the ceiling, especially in a vessel like this, that everything is literally about the aesthetic. That's the entire point of the ship. Just having these instructions just here on the floor, like, makes the world of difference. So at any time, even in like low light conditions, you can see, just where you're going and what you're doing. And so the escape raft isn't too far. You can go ahead and get in there. Mind your head, as per the warning. Alright. And then close and lock. Then we just run through here. And then same thing. Lift, escape pod. So 2 escape pods, and then engineering, which you will explore. And then this is kind of like a surface that isn't going to be explored so much, but it's totally cool because it looks good. Alright. So now this is the spa area. Okay. And as you can see, this area looks amazing because it's got big sauna energy. So basically, let's see. Water. Yeah. You just water flowing there into the pool, and then yeah, you got that there. So temperature's still the same even here. Walk around the back. So that's really cool. That's just a really nice touch. And it's got an intimate feel too. I can kind of imagine some not so safe for work things happening in a room like this. Now, as morphologists pointed out, in this area of the ship, you don't really have, because this is the sauna, you don't really have any segregation between males and females on this ship. Now, of course, the society of the future could be a post-gender society. We know from the character creation screen that that is not true. Um, so, with that being said, there is no segregation. So maybe they're completely comfortable with each other, um, and there's no need for a hashtag Me Too in this kind of society because everyone's like cool with being around naked people. But then again, I don't know if anyone's really creepy in 2948, but it could be or 2949. All right. So now we are here in the pool area. Now, this is a little gem. This is a little gem right here. Just like again, that golden light, the detailing, and the way that the actual benches are a part of the environment. Like everything just flows into everything else, which is again the best part. All right, so we're gonna go here. Okay, so water's not super deep. Okay. My character is drowning. Oh, that's hilarious. That's hilarious. Okay, so we know we have drowning mechanics in the game. We know we have drowning mechanics. Now, if I put on the suit, can I actually see what under the sea looks like? Alright. It's good enough for 0G. It's good enough for this. Alright, so now we're underwater. And this is basically how the pool looks. So you still have that band of light going everywhere. The Origin logo there in the bottom. And yeah, cool beans. Alright. So we're gonna go ahead, bring up that, unequip, save changes. And alright, we're running back through the ship. And alright. So there's still a lot more for us to explore on this ship. A lot more. And then we look at the two suites. Are these different? No, they're identical. Which they should be. Why would they be any different? Could you imagine though, just being invited onto a ship like this and, you know, just going into just a luxurious room that is just better than anything you could have ever conceived. Oh look, the sun's out now. And it's probably daytime in Area 18 as well. Alright, so this feels very sterile, very clinical. And the elevator actually glitched out when I came up here, so I don't even want to go down there. This right here is probably the best hallway I've seen on this entire ship. Best hallway I've seen on any ship. And as you can see, now that the power's on, we can see little arrows here. Then of course this is the airlock, so we're not opening that. because we're in space. Alright, so we're in there. And let's go ahead and take a look at engineering. Because there's an entire area of the ship that we just never explored. Alright, so we're going to go to crew deck. So guests should never see this area unless they're coming in on a ship. So this is going to get us to our drop bay doors, right? And this is where we would go. Basically, this elevator drops out and you can fly ships onto it and then bring it into the ship. So it's kind of like docking with the ship. We've got our engineering panels here. Engine room A. And then the shield generator itself. So this has a giant ass shield generator because it's a giant ass ship carrying extremely important cargo, VIPs, you know, that kind of thing. No, I'm talking to my cat. No, I said no. You know it. We've been over this before. Let me pet you. Yes. You can't fit in that box. Okay, you can try. Nothing will change unless you found a way to change like freaking space and dimensions and shit. Oh shit, no, 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 no. I don't want to go down. Or maybe I do want to go down. Let me get my shield. I'm not gonna show my suit on because I don't know if this is gonna lead me to space or not. All right. Whoa, that is freaking cool. That is freaking cool. I mean, check that out. So it actually does it automatically. So this is space right here. And as you can see, someone would just come in, just land right there on the pad. And then when you're ready, you just call the elevator. And then that's there inside. These doors open up into the ship. And then we just bring it up. And this would be the ship that you brought in or landed on. Alright, so we're going to do it from the other direction now. So my Aurora could fit on this platform. Super easy, no problem. Alright, so that closes. And then we drop again. Yeah. Whoa, okay. Yeah, just outside just outside of the gravitational field. So we actually can't see. We actually can't see. Alright, let's see. So it is still moving, but I can move fast enough on my own to catch up with it. So let's take this opportunity to just explore more of the ship and kill chat here. Alright. So this is us like literally just super freaking coasting. Like engine's off right now. And then there is the master bedroom suite right there. Alright, so I actually don't know where this leads because we couldn't find that door on the master bedroom suite. Alright, and then up here will just take us to the main atrium. and then the bridge. So there's a whole other part of this ship, i.e., you know, the long spacey bit. That's right here that we haven't even explored yet. This is where our adventure stopped, right here on the bridge. And then the bar, like right below it. So just put that in perspective. So we're currently coasting like way away from the planet right now, and currently I don't think we have any fear of being pulled into ArcCorp's orbit, and that's Hurston, the sun Hurston. Beautiful. That is amazing. The coasting feature is just amazing because you can actually just, stay in motion. So it looks like I'm moving, but I'm really not moving. This ship is moving. Alright, so this is going to get wonky. And my character is probably going to facepalm. Alright, so I've just got to stay low and balance on my feet so I don't break my ankles. And oh no! Oh no! I glitched out. Shit. Alright. You know what? Alright. There's a better way to get into the ship. And this is, oh wow, look at that. Look how beautiful that is. Alright. There's another way to get into the ship. We're gonna take the airlock. Now this does not open, but this is where the escape raft comes. But we know the airlock is going to be back here. Yeah. But those elevators are really just built for ships, anyway, so... Alright. Yeah, and it should be one level down. There it is. And there it is in all its glory. And just the slope of the ship. Alright. Alright, here we go. Now, I gotta just glide in here. Oh, okay. No such thing as an easy landing. Now, problem with that, what I just did, is that in future updates there will be explosive decompression. So right now, you can get back into your ship just fine, but in future updates, it's a good chance that, you're gonna get blown away from your ship when you try to enter that way. But, as I always say, we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. Because that's an elevator that leads outside. So, that's why we actually can't use that one. But these are designed for docking. So, you basically dock with a ship, and then you can board it. Board this ship. So, this is what guests see when they first come onto the ship. And now we're back. So, after that misadventure, I've actually got to remember like where I am. All right. So there's two lifts that flank. We're gonna go down to engineering because that should let us see more. And there it is. This is engineering. Big ship energy. So these are both engine rooms. So everything that you see here is just feeding the engines, the massive power plants. All on hydrogen fuel. Alright, so, that's actually interesting. No, that's just a reflection. Shit, alright. Alright, so this is engineering. And then there's the crew deck. So engineering is one level below. And then from here, you can actually get to engineering. Alright, so this is the part that the crew will never see. So this actually has weapons racks, places that you can store your guns. So we say R1, 24 round max, and 12 round clips. Okay, that's cool. So weapons rack, and you still have the same like beauty. You know, the floors are still good. And now we're going into the hangar. So let's see, we're not. Ah, fuck. Here we go again. See, this is why we can't have nice things. But, you know, everything's a work in progress. So, this elevator says guests. So what it basically tells me is that guests can come here too. Alright. Medbay. Ooh, okay. So, this place actually has a medbay. So imagine doing humanitarian missions and shit where you're helping people recover from injuries. Now, of course, the med bay isn't fully stocked yet. We just got like looks like a futuristic MRI machine and some things. But again, this is all conceptual stuff, you know. I think as CIG continues to work on this game, the med bay will make more sense because there's really nothing in here. Like, I would like to see, you know, some robotic arms and shit, you know, maybe like a cabinet with different drugs and cocktails in it, defibrillator machine, you know, maybe, you know, maybe even a different kind of bed. Because we have beds now that if you lay on them, they can read your vitals. So I kind of feel like, hey, you know, let's spruce this up a bit. Oddly enough, even though this is a cool room, this is probably the least imaginative room on the ship. But that's okay. And then this area is completely pointless. Because like it seems like it's a, you know, like an observation room. Because this is isolation controls. So maybe if someone's got the plague or whatever, you stick them in that room. But Medbay has a lot of potential. Alright, so let's go here. This is the waiting lounge and vehicle status. So we're kind of like on the hangar level. And I think that's what that set of doors on the front of the ship or the nose of the ship was. Again, This is catering to, very high class clientele because again, that all too familiar, gold marble comes back. And it's literally integrated everywhere here on this floor. And this is a very nice touch. And then there's the airlock. And now we've reached the very front of the ship. So this will actually take us out to the nose of the ship. And I know this because of the shape of the floor. Matches that of the ship. It looks a lot smaller though than in person. It looks a lot smaller than in person. So let's go ahead. We're gonna open up the hangar doors. And we are greeted with the most beautiful sight of Area 18, or our corp. So there's that. And then this door. Oh no, see? Every time I think a door doesn't lead somewhere, it turns out being a lift. Oh, so we have turret access and hangar access. So we are currently in the hangar. So let's take a look at turret access. Because we've seen a lot about how this ship caters to people, but we haven't really seen, how the ship's going to be defended. So let's go ahead, close the hangar doors. Close hangar doors. There we go. Sound effects are amazing. Alright. So, oh, just right here through the basketball court. So let's go ahead, enter this turret, and yeah. We're on alert, battle stations. And this is belly. So let's go ahead. Power on. Very nice. Very, very nice. Alright, switch fire mode. Okay, like that. Switch fire mode. Okay. So it has two modes of fire. And we can power off, driver mode, fire mode, and exit. So basically, we dealt with the interlopers. The guests were treated to the fire show, the fireworks, and yeah, all good, all good. All right, so let's see, caution, decompression, and then here's the hangar. So EVA, extravehicular activity, and here is a random pool table. That is fucking dope right there. That is dope. And this room is lit. Like look at this. Look at this place. It's just here in the cut too. Like you wouldn't even know it's here. Looks like a refrigerator for some drinks. And then an arcade machine. That is awesome. So looking forward to the Star Citizen Pool Shark update. Alright. And And yes, I think we stumbled into the crew quarters. So this is basically where you would sleep if you were crew. Of course, it's not nearly as luxurious. You still get the wood grain floors, but it's not nearly as luxurious as the suites, the rest of the ship. But it doesn't really matter because this main area is pretty nice. So I just kind of feel like these are like dorm rooms of the future or something, honestly. And you have just all of these different habitation areas, and you got an area here which is still integrated into the floor and can slide under the table, so we can tell by these tracks here that that's what it does. So you can, put your chair in and you still get that same marbled gold. And then here we are. Now, mind you, it's been an hour, a whole hour, and we're still exploring this ship. So, CIG, if you're watching, you guys rock, because this is really cool. Like, really cool. Just that a ship can take so much time to just explore. So, this looks like the kitchen area. This is where the food happens. We've got a transparent ceiling here. You can see some of the wiring and the tubing. And this is where, we can play Cook Serve Delicious Star Citizen Edition. So, I'm incredibly, incredibly impressed by this. Incredibly impressed by this. Because kitchens are great. Most games don't have kitchen mechanics. So, it doesn't really make sense to do it. But, yeah. They thought of everything. And then, of course, the pantry. And the most exotic ingredients. And everything here is refrigerated. And just the atmosphere of this room just has like a cold feel to it. So everything here is cold. And then of course it's coming back out. Caution, emergency use only, escape pods. So this is an escape pod for the crew. Oh wow, so this looks like a security room? Oh wait, no. Enter pilot seat. So let's sit here, let's see. Open exterior, press to unlock. Okay. So these buttons are lighting up, but they're not doing anything. So if I power this on. I wonder what you do in this seat. So you can let people onto the ship. You've got the floaty UI. This just looks like some battle station shit right here. But I don't really see you being able to like pilot the ship. Alright, so these are obviously one of the co-pilot seats. So let's see what options you have here. Currently, oh there we go. Nice, okay. That's pretty cool. Now, this was all, whoa. So this was all in that room. This goes to the escape pods, I think. So let's go ahead and climb up. So it's nice to know that there is a way to get around. Let's say if the tram is occupied or you can't use the tram. And so this brings us back to the guest floor. And yeah, we'll go back on the ladder. Alright. Escape pods. Alright. So, these are the escape pods. So right now, we're facing the wrong direction. Ambient temperature, all of that. I don't think it really is going to matter in the escape pod what the ambient temperature is, as long as it's livable. But yeah, these are all escape pods over here. And then, of course, this is our engineering and crew deck. So, this is the cargo bay. And this is where you will like load shit up. These are the engine rooms that we've been through. Yeah, so this is the, I guess, bottom rear of the ship. Well, not I guess, we know it is. So the weapons rack goes over here into the crew quarters and kitchen, and then this feeds into the escape pod area and hangar. So, right now we're in the crew kitchen. We can go out to walk out from the kitchen, and then we can go here. Now, the guests can use, or what elevator would the guests use? The guests would probably use either elevator. So, spa pool, and then of course the foyer, the bar, and dining, which goes here. Yep. And then you would just take your orders and just shuttle back and forth between the kitchen and then that area there, or area here, is for the guests, and they all get their own bathrooms, and then the suites are there. So basically you probably wouldn't utilize all of these in deep space unless you are allowing people to just dock onto your ship and come and go as they please. It's the only way I really see that working. So we're gonna go back to crew and kitchen. So we know there's two sets of elevators that goes through the core of the ship. I'm trying to find that last elevator, which exists. Yeah, this one. That's the one I was looking for. Because these are not the same elevators. So, crew deck, escape raft. So this is purely the employee elevator. Now, morphologists did point out that the other elevators we looked at would be used by both restaurant crew and guests, which, you know, would be a problem. So this is crew deck. Then engineering's one level below. But yeah, that's all for the crew. And then the escape raft. So crew elevators are very limited. They kind of keep you out of sight and out of mind, unless you're restaurant staff. But otherwise, you wouldn't even know the rest of the crew is even on the ship. So I think we've actually done it, and it's only taken us like an hour and a half almost to just explore every little detail of the Origin 890 jump. So that is probably the single most impressive thing about this entire ship. Just the fact that you can do that. That's the most impressive thing about this ship. Yeah, I actually didn't take it all the way up to the top, so I got off the elevator right. But we know where it leads, because the guests would definitely use that elevator for sure. But where does elevator number 2 go, right? Because now I'm confused again. Now I'm confused again, because this elevator. Oh wait, right. This one doesn't take us through the kitchen. So this is legitimately the guest elevator. This one over here will take you to the kitchen. And it will also take you to the top floor. Yeah, I like the symmetry, like where they were going with it. But this elevator can be bad because let's say you're a guest and you take the wrong elevator, and then you just start cutting through here and you bump into a bunch of restaurant staff on your way out here. And then everyone's kind of staring at you, and you're like, oh, hello guys. Looks like I got on the wrong thing. Yeah, you did. Alright. Then, of course, there's no elevator to get you to the master suite. You have to just walk up there. Because the master suite is supposed to be exclusive. That's it over there. Alright. So there's ArcCorp in all of its glory. Let's go ahead and bring her home. Because we're not done. We're not done at all. Because there's another Origin ship that I really wanted to get my hands on and review. So we're going to go ahead and take off the undersuit. And of course, once they get the layers fixed on the hair. Alright, so hopefully we're not out of gas. But we barely moved, so. Yeah, 56%. We didn't, we barely moved. So we're gonna go ahead, fire these engines.
Active.
Alright, and there it is. So we're gonna start spooling, because we could just warp back to Area 18. Area 20, no. Area 18, there it is, 307 kilometers. There we go. 890 jump. That's the warp drive. And there we are.
Quantum drive deactivated.
And now we can just come in for a soft landing because we're right here on the horizon. And there's the spaceport over there. So this ship is magnificent. It's legendary. Oh wait. We there's one more thing I forgot to look at. The turret access. There was a place in the front of the ship called turret access. We've got to go. We've got to go. I'm gonna go ahead. I'm killing the engines right now. We're just gonna stay here in orbit. If I'm shot down, no big deal. But alright. Alright, we're locked in place. And we're just gonna hold this position. So we are in Atmo now. And that's why you hear that rumble, because we're not in space anymore. So we'll see if it goes through the entire ship, which it should. Because, like, why wouldn't it? Yeah, there we go. Alright, so for us to get to where we're trying to go, get to basically the front of the ship. Alright. And then crew deck. I think that's the way we want to go. Man, my lady character's got some big personality. Alright. So let's see here. Alright. Hangar access. Wait, this probably is the hangar access. Dope. Alright. Hangar. Med bay. Waiting lounge. Airlock. I could probably get away with just opening the doors here. Alright. Turret access. Alright, so it's taking us up. Okay, so it's just another turret. Oh, that's cool. That's gorgeous. So we're still on the edge of everything. And there, of course. Alright. And that's smart. Because it basically stops you from shooting yourself. Alright. That's cool. Now, we're really not in orbit. The only thing I don't like about this is if someone on your ship was trolling you and kept calling the elevator down. Because you're literally stuck in that entire room. Alright. For the sake of science, let's go ahead. Throw the undersuit on. Since I'm in atmosphere, I shouldn't go 0G. Alright, and so now we're on the bridge of the ship. Yep, gravity is a normal. And this right here is why the 890 jump is the best ship in the game. Because look at that view right there. Alright, I gotta watch myself now. Very nose of the ship. All right. I've had enough fun. Do not want like some weird bug to happen or like fall through the ship because that's gonna suck. Excuse me. Alright, doors automatically close above you. That is very nice. So you can open the doors, and you don't have to have the elevator go up, but if you take the elevator, the doors will close automatically when you come back down. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. And then that's another turret, basketball court. Alright, so now we are officially finished with the 890 jump tour. We're not done with origin ships though. There's so many cool ones that I still want to fly, but God, I love this ship. It's so cool. It really is. And I literally spent an hour, over an hour, just exploring every little floor in detail. Like this ship is amazing. But we've got to get back to the bridge, and we got to bring this boy home. Crew deck, escape raft. So actually, we want to go to the escape raft because that's going to give us a shortcut back to the guests. And yeah, we'll do that. All right.
Hydrogen fuel, 50%.
Yeah, damn. All right, we're below half tank, which actually makes complete sense. All right. All right. There's the cloud cover right there.
Contact.
Oh, so that's just another 890 jump. And so is that one. Alright, we are in the Armistice Zone. I swear, like, ArcCorp just looks like a clay city in the daytime. Plus, all the buildings are like clay colored. It's interesting, that's for sure. But yeah, just like taking the 890 jump and just parking it in the sky above the city, and just admiring all of the lights and the glitz and the glam. You know, while you're in your master bedroom. That sounds like living right there. Alright, so we can now reach out to Area 18 landing services. So we need to hail them so we get a place to park.
Please proceed to assigned landing bay.
So that's a Drake Caterpillar. I can't talk today. Alright, so that's us right there. I remember the first time I came to Area 18. Pretty wild. Alright. Yep, that's my lag. No lag. Alright. Ah, shit, I'm supposed to drop my ship in there? Alright. The hole may be larger than it looks, but I do not feel confident. Alright, bringing her in slow. Alright, straighten her out, straighten her out. Slow, 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 slow. Alright, good. Straighten her out. Alright, forward. And landing gear.
Landing gear deployed. Landing complete.
Haha, we did it.
Complete. Have a pleasant stay.
Alright, nice. Actually, hold up.
Contact. Shield system inactive.
Alright. That was amazing. That was awesome. This ship is this is awesome. This ship is awesome. That's the only word I can use to describe it. It's so large. It has just so many layers and things and shit. Like it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. All right. That glitched. So I don't know how to call the elevator back up here. Wait. Exit chip. Holy no! God damn it. It was there the entire time. Oh man. I didn't trust it though. If I can't see it, you know. Alright, so I gotta wait. I gotta wait. I gotta wait. Alright, yeah. That bugged. That literally bugged out. Because that kiosk wasn't there, nothing. It was just completely empty. Alright, I gotta trust it. Because it disappeared. Oh, okay. Holy shit, that is one unnerving bug. Alright. So how'd I do it? How'd I do it? I gotta. Alright, so from out here I can do it. Yeah, there we go. Woo! Alright, did it. We beat the bug. We beat the bug. Fucking ghost monitors. The ship's haunted. Alien isolation shit right here. Mind your head. Okay. That, boys and girls, is the 890 jump. Good God, this ship is awesome. It really is. It really, it's good. It's good. Worth every penny. Worth every penny. Space shots. What can I say? What the hell are these glowing circles? Are they tied to the ship in any way? I guess they are. Sorta. Weird. Maybe I shouldn't ask questions I don't want to know the answer to. It's like a fucking esoteric ship. Which I thought we flew those already, but apparently not. And now we've got so many people trying to land at ArcCorp right now. I'm glad I was able to get a spot. Like seriously. Heart rate is rising. Pelagenius, my friend, hello. How are you doing? It has been too long. It's been too long. I do appreciate you coming by. How's the Destiny grind going for you? You're live and I must go to work in 5 minutes. I do appreciate you dropping by, you know, starting your pre-work ritual with little old me, you know. So what time is it in Germany right now? 'Cause you guys are like what, 5 hours ahead, 6 hours ahead?
Hello, and welcome to Riker Memorial Spaceport.
Because it's almost 1
Space is
a.m.
a greater area
Eastern
of the
Standard
United
Time in the United
Colonies.
States.
We hope you have safe travels wherever your final destination may be.
Aegis Reclaimer, Retaliator, Cutlass Black, Buccaneer. Ah shit, I didn't get a chance to fly any of these ships. Oh well, it's okay, I suppose.
It
I
takes all of
suppose.
us working together to keep our corps safe and
Alright.
secure. Be vigilant and report possible threats every time.
Origin M50 Interceptor. So let's do this. Let's do this. Okay, so that's just an hour away if I needed to claim it. 7 a.m. or p.m. It's early. So it's still dark outside, I imagine.
That while in
That's too
established
funny, man.
systems
That's too funny.
and on our corps, all UEE common laws.
So, Ian, you may have told me before, but what is it that you do professionally? What is it that you do? Oh, I don't know in English. It's like you work at a Porsche or something, you know. All right, we went from a space yacht to like one of the smallest ships in the game, the Origin M50 Interceptor. I can write in German. You can look up yourself. Yes, I will definitely do that. I will definitely do that. All right. Okay. Let's go ahead. Pull that up. Alrighty. Looks like some kind of mechanical work. Let's see here.
Ich bin Melanie.
Ich bin Sandro, wir sind beide 18 Jahre alt und machen eine Ausbildung zum Zerspannungsmechaniker.
Und zur Zerspannungsmechanikerin.
Destiny's looking good. Yesterday we tried our first raid, unfortunately got too few people. That is unfortunate. That is unfortunate.
In der Firma Prototypen für Luftfahrt, Raumfahrt, Automobilindustrie.
Which raid was it?
Neue Herausforderungen und immer was anderes.
Du hast fast nie das gleiche Teil wie vom Vortag. Du musst jedes Mal neu nachdenken, was muss ich an dem Teil jetzt machen, was ist da anders.
Man kann aus nichts praktisch alles herstellen. Das heißt, aus einem Block Aluminium oder Stahl kannst du alle komplexen...
Last Wish. Ah, yeah. I hear that one's really tough. So, it looks like you are... If this is the correct video that I found, it looks like you're in engine manufacturing. So, like, what company do you work for? BMW, Mercedes, Audi? First boss was way easy for 3 people. Interesting. That's great. I mean, considering how strong that you guys are, it makes a lot of sense.
Funktioniert. Und das ist halt in dem Beruf am besten, weil du hast ja die Teile, du siehst, wie es gebaut wird, du kannst viel besser verstehen.
Ich wollte das schon seit Kind anmachen. Ich habe immer mit meinem Vater und Opa in der Werkstatt rumgeschraubt und deswegen stand für mich fest, dass ich eigentlich nichts anderes machen wollte.
A little company called Helmut Fischer GmbH. Okay. Let's go and look that one up. Helmut Fischer GmbH. Okay. So this is the firm here. Ah. That is really cool. So are you like an engineer, Pelagenius? Because that's what it looks like here. You're kind of like in tool manufacturing. Material testing, surface inspection, optics. Yeah, I think I am. Yeah, in America, you would definitely be considered an engineer for sure, or a machine smith. But that is really cool. And this firm makes tools for a variety of sectors. So aeronautics and aerospace, in the spirit of Star Citizen, right? Let's look at the aeronautics and aerospace one. Material analysis. Fisher offers measurement instruments that are specifically adapted To meet the needs of the aerospace industry, nano indentation enables the measurement instruments of Fisher's HM series to offer more than just traditional micro-hardness measurement. Instrument indentation testing reveals numerous parameters such as the indentation hardness, Martin's hardness, or the elastic modulus of indentation. Ooh, interesting. And at times very boring. I'd imagine. I'd imagine. And so, is it like, you working on the same projects over and over and over again, or just not a lot going on? When it does get, I guess, quote unquote, slow. That is really interesting. Textiles. Wow. It's like this company just does material science, and they can tell you what's in things, any physical substance, because they've covered like every industry. So you really are a genius, Pella genius, to work at a firm like that, right? And what would your area of specialty be? Like, is it engines? Is it alloys, materials, measurements, instruments? There's so many different ones, right? Ooh, that looks cool. I don't even know if I'm gonna take this in space. I think I might just
Origin jump works
Ooh.
at your service. Core system operational.
God, these ships are sexy. They're so good. I'm working at the production. Ah, okay, okay. So you're involved directly in the manufacture of these tools and instruments, and make the little parts at the CNC machines. Ah, okay. And what are the CNC machines? Uh-oh. Didn't want to do that. Let's go ahead, open up Comlink. Contacts, Area 18 landing services.
You are clear to launch.
Launch complete.
Whoa.
Thank you.
Whoa. This thing is fast. I must go to work. I write you on Discord. Okay, yes, absolutely, absolutely.
Engines overheating.
Thank you for coming by, Pella Genius. As always, it's a pleasure talking to you, my friend. So yeah, definitely hit me up on Discord, and we'll talk soon. Enjoy your day. Until next time. Okay, so this ship is literally the embodiment of speed, and we're gonna take it for. Oh, holy shit! 11.2 Gs, literally. Oh my god. Oh my god, this ship is mad. This ship is stupid. And this is in atmosphere. We're doing this speed in atmosphere. Holy shit. Look at that. Wow. Incredible. Incredible. Alright, we're level now. And the sun is setting. And we are, yeah, we're in there, man. Man, this ship's so fast. There's a convention center. Let's head over there. And I can just fly low, 66. Wow. Man, just a burst of speed. I just wonder how long it would take me to literally just fly in the atmosphere, because you can do that like super quick. I wonder if it has any weapon systems at all. See how fast this thing just can go? It's nuts. I mean, I could probably get to space in 30 seconds in this thing.
Landing gear deployed.
Yeah, we can leave this ship on. So I use 5% fuel just to get over here. I feel like you can burn fuel like super quick in this thing. Like, holy shit. Alright, let's go. Actually, let's keep the engine on. Let's just look at it. Yeah, I thought the Aurora was decent, but no. Origin is where it's at. Origin has got it going on. It is my favorite ship manufacturer in the game. There's just no one out there that can beat it. I've never had more fun flying ships than with Origin. And that was just 890 jump. Like, you just didn't think that ships could even get that good, and then, you know, here you are. So, we got a ton of cityscapes here. North Star Tower. Yeah, he's he's flying when I'm flying.
Landing gear deployed. Landing gear raised.
Oh man, almost G-locking. It's one thing I gotta look into. I gotta like disconnect my key binding. Let's see. Psycho pin, psycho friendly, psycho enemy, radical focus, pause, mobiGlass star map, reset power distribution, strafe, sewer mode, cruise control, free looks, race brick, modifier, cycle, reticle. I just I wanna kill my lock on. It doesn't look like I'm able to do that.
Shield system inactive. Shield system
No,
active.
no. And I'm done. Oh no. Oh. 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 Oh my god. Oh man. Wow. I actually. Ah. Okay. It's cool. It's cool. That's totally cool. All right, sometime today. Actually, hmm. I wonder if I can respawn in my ship. That would be pretty fucking dope. Okay, so I am officially super dead. Because I did not have the opportunity to do that. Okay. So, you guys didn't get a chance to see me do a rapid sprint through Area 18. I've been through this route so many times after being dead that it doesn't matter. Alright, let me just slow down a bit because, again, you probably haven't seen this. And I'll probably do another actual Area 18, walk and just exploration. But someone who literally will have to go out of their way and ask me to do that because I've already done it myself.
With the hottest looks and the hottest prices, Casada's got you covered. Casada, what you want to wear.
efficient trams across all major commercial areas of our colony. City Flight is business travel made simple. Tram now approaching.
Tram rides are my favorite because you can literally just go through all of Area 18. I haven't actually been to the other areas of our corp, so there's so much of this planet still to see. And I've only ever been to Area 18 because that's where you do everything, you know? Because as you can see, it's rough. The tram ride is the roughest part of Area 18. Area 18 already is rough, and if you've got like a freaking portable supercomputer, you can probably run this area no problem. But for the rest of us, which is like 95% of the people who play Star Citizen, even if you've got a rig that can hit 60 FPS on everything else, you're gonna struggle playing this game because it's not optimized. So this isn't the game that you should be trying to hit like 60 FPS in because it's not even finished, not even close to being finished. And like version 2.7, the game was unplayable. You know, it really was bad. So, you know, we're on 3.7 now, and it's actually playable.
Your personal belongings are your personal responsibility. Monitor your luggage at all times.
All right, Origin M50 Interceptor. Origin with the eye. So interesting. They're kind of treating it like
For the latest travel information, be sure to check the departure and arrival boards, conveniently located
that it didn't get
on the
blown up.
spaceport.
So I'll take it. Hangar 3.
Want your company to be in good company? Our Corp's unique vertically integrated corporate parks offer amenities such as resort sharing and
All right. So we're gonna try this again.
Origin Jumports at your service. Core system operational.
I swear. I just love these ships so much.
You are clear to launch.
Space test. Woo! Oh, that's insane, man. This speed is, it's ludicrous. It's ludicrous. This ship is so freaking fast. It's ludicrous. Look at that. I feel like I'm in a freaking space shuttle. Yeah, like in this thing, you are gone. I'm already done. I probably, what was that, 15, 20 seconds? This thing is insane. It's like a McLaren Senna. A Pagani Huayra. Whoa. Alright, let's not do that. Just that one, that one turn. That one turn. And I'm still climbing. Incredible. Just that fast. A space shuttle takes about 8 minutes. 8 minutes of just pounding oxygen and atmosphere to get to orbit. 8 minutes. This ship did it in 40 seconds. It's insane. This thing is Origin. Like, guys, you are the freaking Bugatti of Star Citizen. It's insane. It's insane. Alright, I need to see if I'm in,
Engines inactive.
I need to see if I'm in gravity or not. 8.8. 0.6. Alright, no, looks like I'm actually pretty stable. Even though that is showing me gravity, just the little dust particles are like flying up above my ship. But my altitude and my terminal velocity is not changing, so. Wow. And only 2% fuel too. Like, I've got so much fuel left in this ship. It's crazy. This is the fastest ship I've ever flown. First, I fly the best ship I've ever flown, and that was the freaking 890 jump. And this one, what is it? What is the ship again? What is the ship? Origin M50. The M50. Oh my god. This thing is a beast. You imagine what you could do with a ship like this. It's a racing ship, but I mean, you could run recon on it. You could do like all kinds of cool things with this ship. All kinds. Wanted to know if I could go 0G in this thing. but why not? Alright.
Engines active.
Whoa. Holy shit. I was falling the entire time. I didn't even notice it. Jeez, that entire time I was falling to earth. That is crazy.
Engines inactive.
That is crazy. No, I was falling the entire time. So I'm glad I didn't get out of the ship because I would have fallen to my death. Alright, so we don't want to start spinning out of control again.
Active.
Because I've been down that road. Alright. So we're stable. Let me go ahead and set a course to another planet. Just to see. Just to freaking see how fast we can get there. Because I want to know how fast its warp drive is. If it's a racing ship. So let's pick one that's kind of away. Yeah, we can make that trip. Front and back. We can make that trip. So we'll go out the Hurston L5. And we'll fucking rocket that shit. Yeah. Come back to Earth fast. Decouple. Okay, so because I'm sitting here in Atmo, I don't really need to do it. And this is coasting. I'm not even, wow. Yeah, we'll just go full speed. Because why not? Like, we're already at like 60,000. This ship is incredible. You can literally just enter and leave Atmo easy. It's so easy. Alright. Audio. Get our spacefaring music on. That's normal.
Quantum drive activated. Quantum drive deactivated.
Alright, so now we're far enough away from ArcCorp where we can actually jump to that Hurston satellite grid. And there's ArcCorp out in the distance. My M50 in all of its glory. And that big city cluster Looks like Area 18 and the surrounding area. Yep. 16 million. Let's see how long it takes. Do it.
Quantum drive activated.
So, my Aurora, I've traveled around in it, so I have a pretty good idea of how that works. Yeah, I'd rather not leave the ship while I'm still in hyperspace. So I'm passing Arco 1 already. So that's Hurston right there.
Quantum drive deactivated. Looks like I'm going about pretty quick. Actually, let's not go to Arco just yet. That's what keeps throwing off my targeting.
Oh, great. Have 0 weapons. Alright, that's a done deal.
Quantum drive activated.
Wasn't really a kill, but okay. I helped. I'll take it. I'm actually getting better with space battles now.
Quantum drive deactivated. Quantum drive activated.
Dark side of the planet.
Contact. Quantum drive deactivated. Contact.
Please proceed to assigned landing bay.
Alright. That was brilliant.
Shield system inactive.
Excuse me.
Want your company to be in good company? Our corp's unique vertically integrated corporate parks offer amenities such as resource sharing and logistical pairing for our rental partners. Inquire today to learn how you can invest in making our corp your new home.
Alright, 600 touring. I'm feeling pretty sleepy, so this is probably going to be the last ship that I fly. And then I'm going to get some sleep. So I had a long day today.
Hello, and welcome to Riker Memorial Spaceport, servicing the greater Area 18 metropolitan area. We hope you have safe travels wherever your final destination may be.
And there she blows. 600 touring. Not quite a space yacht, except it is kind of like a space yacht. Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead. Remove the undersuit. So, as you can see, it's not as large. Nearly as large as a space yacht counterpart. And this ship actually predated the 890 jump. So, basically in process of trying to call it later. And there's Origin. Doing what they do best. Just looking so damn cool. So we'll start from the lower deck and work our way up. Alright. So this is the oh wow, okay. This is the 600i touring. Alright, so right off, like right away, this here is essentially the master bedroom. So here's a table that converts to a bed. And there is the rear. So that looks amazing. So we're gonna want to get that. We're gonna want to get a view of that. Just doing our normal natural thing. By normal natural thing, I mean getting this ship up in an atmosphere. Um, and wow, you can actually, you got an observation deck right there in the middle of the floor, and you know that same wood styling. This is the touring version, so it doesn't have as much you know, going on as the regular 600i. 600i vanilla has more cargo space, so I'm just imagining that it's either larger or it's missing some amenities. But basically, this is the power off variant. What? That's cool. So TV's stored inside the bed that you can just close just like that. That is fucking awesome. And you got your shower right here. So in the 890 jump, the shower is a lot more secluded. Um, but here in the 600i, it's still luxurious, right? Like it's still luxurious, but just everything's right there. So this feels like more of a standard, you know, um, luxury apartment than you know the opulence of the 890. Again, the ship does a great job of making itself seem bigger than it actually is. And with all Origin ships, it seems we've got an elevator. So lower deck is where we came from. So we are probably super close to the bridge. Oh, cool! Look at that. I like this room. What is it? What does it? What does it do? Oh, suit and armor. Okay. So suit and armor lockers, weapons and armory. So this is just the kit room. That's all this is. And medical supplies. Something that's actually missing from the med bay on the 890 jump. Now, if that ain't irony, I don't know what is. Alright. So this is top deck right here. Got our fancy bar and an observation deck of the observation deck. So you can actually kind of see it through here. But yeah, deckception. So obviously this ship isn't nearly as high class as the 890 jump. 890 jumps for space billionaires. This is for space millionaires. It's still luxurious. It's still high quality. It's still more than worth more than what most people will make in several years, if not a lifetime. Of course, I don't know how much the average job pays in this universe, but exclusivity is kind of like part of the whole point. So if everyone can afford it, and look at just how long the seat is, it's incredible. Like you could literally fit, I don't know, 15, 20 people on that, and just have them just sitting here drinking, partying, having a good time. So go down to the lower deck, and here it's not as dark. It's not as dark as the 890 jump with the power off because yes, the power is off. The power is still off. So control panel, engineering panel. So this engineering section looks a lot busier than the 890 jump. It actually has a more like currently being worked on in the upkept fill. Um, but in my opinion, the 600i has a much better engineering bay than the 890 jump, and yeah, like that area when you get down to engineering and there's just like a giant hangar, like that area is probably the worst part of the ship because it's just so empty. Juxtapose that with the hangar on the other side of the ship, it looks a lot better. You know, there's doors that open up and are massive and it's like super immersive. Um, but so far, while everything in this ship so far is pretty much a cut below the 890 jump, it just seems it just seems like CIG just didn't waste anything, honestly. Jeez, I thought that was a glass. So you have like some of the same elements in the 890 jump, but the 890 jump kind of has like this super big boat fill between the guests and of course the crew members. But this ship here, there really isn't a place for crew members to go and hide. Like pretty much your crew members are going to be mingling among your guests all the time. The 890 Jump did a much better job of keeping, the two groups segregated and separate. And I have no freaking clue what room this is. Okay, so this actually takes us back. So this looks like an airlock. Nope, just more engineering stuff. Okay, it's utility panel. Yeah, like it's just so much more interesting. It's a more interesting place to be compared to the 890 Jumps engineering room. And this looks like a refrigerator because there's a water spigot, and then of course the marble. And it's got the same marble that you'll find in the 890 Jump. In fact, there's a better deployment of it, at least as far as the kitchen's concerned, because the 890 Jump's personal kitchen does not have the marble on it. It's just like kind of brushed. And maybe CIG didn't want to overdo it. Maybe that's their reasoning. Okay, so these two rooms are identical on both sides. But if you're an engineer and you're working in either room and the guests are right here, you're just saying what up to everybody. So pretty much good rule of thumb is to not have guests that are just so offended at the sight of people who don't earn as much as they do. Alright, so now we're going to the upper deck. And I'm pretty much forming a mental map of this ship in my head. So we've got the upper deck, the lower deck, and this is like mid deck right here, where you can get kitted up. And then that's the middle deck. And then that takes us to lower. Alright, lower deck. Because this is where we came from. Alright. Back to middle deck. Observation deck right here. And then of course there is the exit, because that's where we came from. So, going this way. Alright, so we stumbled across a new area. And this looks like... this has got to be the crew quarters. The biggest issue with this area, because it reminds me of like a Japanese like habitation area. The biggest issue I have with this area is that there is no privacy whatsoever. Like none. There's no privacy. It's a beautiful room. I love the dim lights, the more intimate feel of it. It looks like a place that you can get a good night's sleep. But beyond that, you're literally right under everyone else. Now, good news is, if you're here sleeping after a long shift, you've only got to go like 20 feet, and here are the escape pods, and you can bail out. Whereas the other guests on the ship just have to figure it out, because I actually didn't see any escape pods. And then here are the bathrooms. So we've got locked and open. Oh, wait, it said locked, but I was able to open it. So this is the bathroom on the 800i. As you can see, not nearly as elegant as the 890J. It's got just a monochromatic look to it. Black and white, black and white, black and white. And then this, of course, would be the other bathroom. Now, maybe I didn't notice something, but These don't seem to be segregated male and female. So this is just as locked, and this one also says locked. But this one's gold and this one's silver. So basically, I guess gold people use one bathroom, silver people use another. Gold being get. No, no, that doesn't make sense because guests wouldn't be here. They wouldn't. They wouldn't be here. This is the crew quarters. Hence, it's on the lower deck. So just the way that it's positioned on the ship will pretty much tell you that. And so crew's immediately gonna start coming out here, and maybe there is a certain level of complexity to it. So I can go at top deck or I can exit the ship. And then of course, this is the back. So this definitely looks like where the captain of the ship would be. So I don't think it's like lower deck belongs to the crew and then upper deck belongs to everyone else. Alright, this is the worst possible song to play while I'm doing this review because I'm not taking off into space. That's space traveling music and we're not doing that. Alright, so let's go ahead and open these up. So these are definitely guest rooms for sure. This is definitely, these are definitely guest rooms. All of these. And it looks like there's 4 of them. So that's lit. Yeah. 4 guest rooms. And then, oh, so they don't even have to go very far either to escape a ship that's like crashing and burning. So, I wonder if this is the elevator that I was looking at. Because if it is, lower deck, exit. So let's go to the lower deck and find out. It's a lot more compact than the 890, which we already knew. Alright, and then of course you can exit the ship from here. So we'll go to top deck. So you can actually bypass lower deck entirely. Honestly, lower deck looks a lot more inviting because if you go straight to top deck, you're going to bed, dude. That's your room right there. And then of course, here we are, the bridge. So right away, you can feel the more, dialed in nature of it. I do like the openness of this particular cockpit. You've also got, room for the pilot and room for 2 co-pilots. And so your, or captain, the pilot's probably going to be down there because that's leading into the master suite. And then let's just look around here. Yep. So that's the party. That's the party bench. Alright. Alright, so the ship is pretty well illuminated even with no power. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and fire it up. Alright. Cool. Flight ready.
Origin jump ports. Yes, sir.
Alright. So definitely smaller. But you can see where the design of the 890 jump was derived from. Because again, the 600 I came first, and that's what this is.
You are clear to launch.
So we're gonna just once we get into space, we're gonna do the same test. We're gonna get into space and just see if there's anything magical about this ship, because that's kind of what we're chasing right now. We're chasing magic. So okay, that's got some speed on it. Not as big of a ship as the 890 jump, so for obvious reasons. Alright. Well, actually, we know that we're gonna speed up the moment we get out of here. Alright, so that's just a belly turret. So let's just get a look of the 890 or the 600i. So there's the lower deck right there. So basically, that's your bedroom, right? There's your bedroom, like right below. And then, of course, that's the beauty of the city there. Alright, so at this rate, I shouldn't come in collision with anything. So we're just gonna go ahead and just exit the seat. Alright, and then as you see, speed just jumped because now we're traveling at normal speed. So, and it's actually quite the view. That's one thing I can say about at least flying the 600i. Like the view space of the cockpit is just amazing. You can see everything you can. Alright, so I'm gonna speed to the back of the ship. Whoa! Alright. And then as you can see, that's all of that stuff down there. Alright, I know that sound. That's atmosphere doing atmosphere things. Nope, wrong turn. No, I actually made two wrong turns. Because this is the upper deck. And then down here. Right, so I've got to like relearn where the master bedroom is. But you can't really get there from here because this leads to engineering. So we have to go back up here to the top. Alright, and you can kind of hear us pushing through the atmosphere. So, lower that. Alright, so obviously I'm making a wrong turn. Because this is not the way, my brother. Well, actually, no, it's not in the rear of the ship, it's in the front of the ship. If I remember that, I would have already found it. So my view distance isn't really going to change all that much. But as you can see, just look at just how glorious this view is. So imagine just having that view. So we'll lie down. So, imagine, aside from these big personalities that my character has inherited, um, yeah, just imagine like, laying here, sleeping, waking up, and then boom, like, you see the planet that you're on, or, you know, the starry night above. Alright, and so we're well up outside the Armistice Zone. And because it has its own gravity, you don't need anything fancy. So some drink and some programmer books. That's fucking gangster. Alright. Now, I guess you could say the personality of the ship doesn't change too much. It doesn't. Because pretty much what it looked like when we walked on the ship is what it is going to look like. So, we go top deck. Alright, and we want to go the other way. Alright. So touring is all about longevity. That's the whole point. So like if you buy a car and it's like the touring version of the car, basically what that means is, okay, now we do have lights in the bathroom. So that's one thing that did change. Um, so you've got that going on. But everything else, not so much. Pretty much the same. Alright. TVs still pop out. Nothing special. That's a little better illuminated. Alright. So let's go ahead. Let's hop in the seat. And then we need to just see where we are. Hold
Contact. Flare countermeasure active.
on. 94%. Alright, so we're gonna climb. And then we're just gonna max it out.
Alert. Engines overheating.
So these bad boys overheat super quick. I just wish there was a way for me to like preset my own. Yeah, that's what we want to do. We want to fly towards the sun.
Alert. Engines overheating.
Yeah, because I mean, part of the test is just getting up to space, right? Because you want to know what is, what you can expect your craft to do. Alright, so we're doing a better job of getting ourselves in escape velocity. You're pretty much there now. Alright. You can't get that view on the 890 jump. You cannot. This is the best view in the house. Can't do it. There really isn't a need to go out and try to spacewalk this ship, because it's not that big, so we're able to see enough of it just as we were flying around. So to do, let's some music back. Better. Alright, so these aren't, oh no, they always were. That room's not different. This room definitely shouldn't be different, except the floor, but everything else is identical. So basically, to get around on the ship, you're gonna need to take the elevator to the lower deck, because there isn't like a smooth transition between the two levels. But that's cool. I did like how the 890 jump had more routes to get to where you're going. Even though the ship is smaller, it seems larger because there's really only one way to get around. You have to use the elevators. And this pretty much looks the same with the power on. But it's really nice though, nonetheless. It's just got more glowy bits. That's the only difference between the ship when it was powered off and when it was powered on. It just has more glowy bits. But still, gold people use this bathroom and silver people use this bathroom. They're identical though, so I don't really get it. But yeah, this room just needs like some shutters, curtains or something because there's no privacy here. Like you either gotta be like really close friends with your crew members or it's just gonna suck. But this is my favorite part of the whole ship, just this observation deck right here on the floor. So if you position your ship just right, you can set yourself up for some nice screenshots. And then of course, the master bedroom suite. Which gives you more of just that amazing view. So that's the touring. We're gonna take a look now at the. I know I said that I was gonna go to sleep after this, and I'm really tired, but I want to do just one more ship, just one more ship, because we've seen it. It's fresh in our minds. All right, we've seen it. It's fresh in our minds, and we can compare more easily the two. So this is the touring, and this whole area just is for chillaxing. This whole area. There's really nothing more to it than that. But this would be a pretty swell space shot. I mean, it's smaller, yeah. Like I said, it's a space shot for millionaires. Um, but it what it does do, it does extremely well. I mean, you got enough room for everybody. You don't need as much crew to keep this maintained. You've got an area at the bottom for like, 4 crew members. You got an area here for 4 guests. You have an area for the captain, his or herself, um, or himself, herself. And the bridge is, pretty straightforward. It's no nonsense. Um, Still elegant, in typical Origin fashion, but it's not, it's no nonsense. It's nothing.
Flare countermeasure active.
It's nothing crazy. Hmm. Didn't think I got that far away from Area 18. Area 20. Area 11. That's the planet itself. As many times as I've flown to Area 18, you think I would have got that to memorize. 'Cause that's Area 20, so Area 18 should be further out, honestly. It's Arc L2. Area 6. Area 4. OM4. I'm stuck at. Alright. Area 17. OM2. This would be easier if I wasn't so close to the planet. Because I'm too close for a warp. So, it's 17 and then 20. 0 and 4. Yeah, you gotta get some space. So it's got a ton of fuel. 3,000 units. That's a lot of damn fuel.
Alert. Engines overheating.
So I have no idea where this thing is trying to take me. So Delamar's way out there. Yeah, it's got quite an excellent design. It's so easy to get away from where you're going.
Activated.
Hey, Area 18 is like way the fuck out there. But that's exactly why we have navigation systems.
Quantum drive deactivated.
Nothing like a good stretch, you know?
proceed to assigned landing bay.
Crap. My headphones are dying. Maybe I'll do the vanilla tomorrow. Because I am pretty freaking tired. Ah, crap. I overshot it.
Landing gear deployed.
My headphones probably aren't gonna last another 5 minutes. I mean, granted, I could just plug them in and push through. But they're willing to ruin my first decent night's sleep. I wonder if that's a player flying above my head. Oh, no.
Landing complete.
Oh,
Landing complete. What does it say?
oh god. Okay. Yeah, I am pretty freaking busted. Wow.
Weapons deactivated.
So to get out of the seat, you have to be choked. Okay. She probably doesn't mind that too much. No, bathrooms are still illuminated. So it has some kind of hull breach or some shit. Power off, but engines on. Whatever. Oh my god. Okay. Well, honestly though. Alright. So, you know what? I'm just gonna take that as a sign. Headphones, game crash, and my character is fixating on the way out of the ship. So, thank you for coming by. If you peeked in even for a second to just see what I was up to, thank you. And again, Pelagenius, my man, thank you for coming by. It's always a pleasure talking to you. Um, and until next time, I'll definitely This isn't normally my stream schedule, but with finals and everything, this week's just been so crazy. So I had to get on. I had to showcase some Origin chips, and I'm not done. I'll probably do some streaming tomorrow morning. Well, maybe not, because I got to finish some homework, but um, I'm gonna try to get another Star Citizen stream in before the event ends. And yeah, we'll see you guys Star Side. Take care and peace.